What's going on, guys? I'm Bill and welcome to Bill's How To. Today I'm going to be showing you guys step by step how to replace a bathroom vanity from this into this. Let's do this. So the first thing we need to do is shut off our water from the main water supply outside. So now we've got our main water supply off. Turn on the taps, make sure there's nothing left in there. If this one here is one of the high points in the house, this one here is a double-story house, so I'm on the top level now. Go downstairs quickly, open up the taps down there and let all the water drain out. So we'll turn on the tap down here in the kitchen sink. We'll just let that one there just run out. It's going to continuously run for a little bit until all the lines from upstairs have drained out. So we'll just leave this one here on for now and we'll go back upstairs. Alright guys, so now we can turn on the water upstairs and we've got nothing left running through that line, so it's nice and dry. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to start removing all the doors and the drawers as well. Separate them, take them all downstairs, make my life a little bit easier when it comes to disassembling this and taking it downstairs. It'll also give me a little bit more room. So I'm going to slowly take everything off here. So now, as you can tell, I've got a lot more room to have a look underneath and get a bit more access. So if we have a look up top, we've got a screw up here and a screw up on the other side. Now that's holding everything up against the wall. We're going to undo our trap. Remembering this will have a little bit of water in there, so try not to pour it on yourself and you'll thank me later. Especially because this one here looks like it's all the original, which means it's more than likely got a fair bit of gunk in there. Oh, beautiful. Alright, and just hold that nicely balanced and then get rid of it. And that's what would have been on you. So you can see there, the pipe's almost clogged up. It's like an artery. Alright, let's go. We'll put this one here on the side. Oh, the smell. Put these ones here also on the side. We can remove this shelf out of the way. I really don't want to keep watching that dangle. Ah, sick. Alright, so now we can undo our fittings. And the other side. Alright, they're now nice and loose. We'll get rid of this little cover plate as well while we're here. Put that on the side. And now we can unscrew the back. So those screws up the top, 1 and 2. Pull these fittings back just a little bit, give us enough room. And now our top here should just come straight off. And now we can remove this vanity and take this one here downstairs as well. And now we can come back with the base. So I'm just going to take these cover plates here off. Put them on the side as well. And because we've got our screws in, we should be able to just rock this one here back a little bit and slide it up over our plumbing. Take that one there outside as well. So now I've got the base of the new vanity in the bathroom. I've just simply slid it up against the wall, trying to line it up as much as possible and also allowing for my plumbing. Now I need to make sure that nothing goes in through the drawer area, so everything has to be on this side here. We're going to mark up my waist. So if I just mark this one here on either side of the waist, and we can mark that one there in. Take my plumbing or my taps. Once again, we're just going to center that. Same thing on the other side. So now I can't fit my tape measure down the back, so I'm just going to take a rough measurement off the wall to the center of the waist, and we're looking at about 70 to 75 mil. About 70 right there. We're going to transfer those measurements, cut the holes out. Alright, so I've just put the base on top, make sure everything lines up, everything fits properly. I'm happy with that. Now with this one here, remembering we need to put the screws back into the wall so that we get everything nice and plumb. So the old screw holes can't be used. We need to make our own ones. So I'm just going to quickly mark up 2 areas. And now I'm going to follow through using the hammer drill. Now we can pull this vanity back out. And I can get everything ready now. So we can put our plugs in, get them ready. And while we're at it, might as well put on our Teflon tape because we've got a lot more room now than we will once we put the vanity on. Remember, always go clockwise direction. So now we can put our vanity back in place for the final time. We can take our screws and fix them into place as well. So now we can drop in our 40mm cover plate. Alright, so now we're going to install the pop-up waist and also the tap. Now with the pop-up waist, this one here has an overflow. If you're not sure what an overflow is, when you look at the pop-up waist, you'll notice there's a little hole here. It's also on the back side. And if you have a look at your actual basin, you can see there that little hole up on top. It's designed to capture any overflow. So to prevent it from overflowing from the sink, if, for example, you've got your button pressed down, your sink's filling up, instead of it overflowing, it just goes back through this hole and then feeds back down through the waist. So all you need to remember with this is just to make sure that you've got it facing the right way. So we'll undo this. Rubber seal. Now this top rubber here stays up on top and the bottom one gets clamped on from the bottom. So just make sure you've got your hole facing forward. You'll see right there, inside, you can see there's a little hole. We just need to make sure that it's facing that way. Once you've got that in, then you can put the back side on. That rubber can go on as well. Alright, screw on our cap from the bottom. And now we can put on our tap. We've got our hot and cold, and we've got our little fittings here. We'll put on our hot and cold first. Cold is blue and hot is red, and it's also marked here H and C. So we'll take our H. And these are only done hand tight. Other side. We'll take our O-ring, slide that through both of these, and that sits up here on the base. Then we take our little locking screw, thread that one there on, and then we take off this locking nut. Make sure our O-ring is nice and flat, push everything in, line this one here up. What you want to make sure is that it's just centered. Take our rubber, slot that one through. Our metal one goes on next. and then followed by our locking screw. Before you completely tighten everything up, make sure you're happy with the position and then tighten it all on. Now we've got our tap and our pop-up waste all installed, ready to go. So we're going to take a little bit of clear silicone and just apply this on top. You don't need too much. And now we can place our top. Perfect. So now we can connect our hot and cold water. And then once we've done that, we'll tighten it up with the wrench. So now we've got our new trap that we're going to be installing. Once again, a 40mm. And tighten up the trap. And then just clean everything up. And then just put a little bead of silicone up the back. And once that's done, guys, this is the finished product. So much better than it was before, especially for only a couple of hours worth of work. Before you walk away from this project, make sure that you check for leaks, fill up the vanity or the basin all the way up to the top, let it all flow down on high pressure, and then check, make sure your fittings are all okay. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video and you've enjoyed it, you've learned something new. Get out there and give it a go, guys. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, I'm Bill. Thanks for watching. Billshowto.